Hello everyone, this is Simon from writtenlegalenglish.com and welcome to another video where I'm going to ask you to have a look at a legal text, think about how you could make it a lot simpler, but yet still keep the text professional, still keep the text suitable for legal English or for business English purposes. This text is a really interesting text. I'm going to go into quite a lot of detail in Friday's video explaining the background and the importance of this text and where you can find the resources that I that I got this text from and why it's so important. So this Friday is going to be a really interesting video as well. But before we get to Friday, let's have a look at that text. And as always, if you're new to me, this video, my channel, then let me take a moment to tell you about the content I put out every single week. On Tuesday, I put out a video with a complicated or an unnecessarily complicated legal English or business English text for you to think about how you could redraft that text. On Wednesday, I put out a video from my professional English writing course, which contains a hint or a tip or a piece of advice, something that you can use straight away in your writing to improve your professional English writing skills. And then on Friday, I respond to Tuesday's videos where I give you my suggested answer and go into a discussion about the relevant plain language tips that I think are really important in changing the text. So now you know a little bit more about me, let's finally have a look at that text. So there's a bit of context here. In the text, there will be a term called a patient advocate. I want you to be that patient advocate. So in other words, someone has granted a power of attorney to you as the patient advocate to represent a patient, presumably in a hospital or something like that. So that's the context. So let's have a look at the text. A patient advocate shall not receive compensation for the performance of his or her authority, rights and responsibilities, but a patient advocate may be reimbursed for actual and necessary expenses incurred in the performance of his or her authority, rights and responsibilities. And what I would like you to do is this. How would you redraft the above to get to the main message? So what is the basic main message? If you had to explain this to a client in a very succinct way, how would you explain it to a client? And in doing that, how would you deal with the repetition? So you've got authority, rights and responsibilities. Do you really need to say that twice? Have a think about that, and I'll see you on Friday with, well, it won't be my suggested answer, but it will be a suggested answer from one of the most respected people in the world of plain language. So I'll see you then.